Well, welcome back to the channel and joining me in On The Road. Now, if you're new to the channel, don't forget, like, subscribe, notification bell, all that stuff. Give the videos a share as well if you want. And comments, I'd like to see some comments. I've just picked up my G920, Logitech G920, a couple of days ago, because those people who follow me know that my Thrustmaster broke. I have a funny feeling, I think it's something to do with me plugging it in and out when the console was on, because you're not supposed to do stuff like that really, apparently, which I don't normally do. It's just a bit of a coincidence with all that. But yeah, what I've found out, I tried plugging it in and playing On The Road, and yeah, it just kept freezing with the wheel, with the console, with the controller. What I didn't realise though, there was two copies. I had a copy on my external hard drive, which is a Seagate hard drive, not the ones that Microsoft say you have to have from them. I think it's a 3-4 gigabyte one I've got. But I also had a copy of the game on the internal hard drive, because when we bought the game it was a standard copy, and then they upgraded it for the Series X and S. Now I didn't realise there was two copies on my hard drives. There was one on obviously the internal, one on the external. I mean, I am just pootling along because I'm wittering, concentrating. And what I found was, like, as soon as I plugged the wheel, had the wheel in, and I've had questions how to get the wheel to work. Now I just had mine plugged in. I turned the console on with my wheel, and then I turned my controller on, because I played my game with the wheel and controller. What did he just stop for? Because I like to look around with that. Anyways, that's all I did. It worked on the Xbox homepage. Got it into the game, and it seemed to work alright on that. But then when I tried it again, like I said, I had to go into the page, this one here. I just went into controls down the bottom there, because when I put the game on, nothing happened. I couldn't control it with the wheel, couldn't control it with the controller. Nothing would happen. All I could do is pull that page up there, which I thought was a bit weird. So I had to go into that page to the options bit and then come out of it, and the truck seemed to drop onto the road. Steady Eddie. Yeah, you had to drop. Are we coming off here? Yeah, we are. Yeah, it had to, and there was a bus there. I didn't see it. Shit, and my brakes, I've got to get used to these brakes. They're hard. They are hard. Yeah, there was it was just dropped it onto the road, and then my wheel seemed to be working on it. But what I'm trying at the moment, this is why it's a bit of a short video. I did try making a video a bit earlier, so I am struggling up hills, so that's still there. Yeah, it is struggling. But yeah, my way of thinking is, sometimes, because I had two games on here, the standard version, which was on my external hard drive, and I had the updated Series X and S version on the internal hard drive. I'm wondering whether they were it's going to turn red, whether they were clashing, because since I uninstalled both copies of it, I kept my save, but I uninstalled both the actual game copies, the updated one and the standard one, and then re-downloaded it onto my internal hard drive. I've been playing this now for 20 minutes, quarter of an hour, 20 minutes, and I haven't had it freeze yet. Now, it doesn't say it's not going to, because when I played it before, I played it for about, I don't know, 25 minutes, half an hour, 40 minutes tops, before it actually... Am I going? No, they haven't changed, have they? I don't think they have. Yeah, before it actually froze. Now, some people have said it does it constantly, but I'm wondering, someone said when you first turn it on, it just freezes instantly. Now, that's where I said about going into the options menu. Don't you have to do anything in there, and then just come out again. And it seemed to drop the truck onto the road, and then it was all, and that's how I've done it, and it's been working. So some people might not realise might have two copies on the actual hard drive. Because like I said, the standard and the Series X one. Now, if you've just been running on the internal hard drive of the console itself, Perhaps when it was updated, it updated the actual... Is that red? God, no, it's not, it's green. Perhaps it just updated that one game within the internal hard drive, but because I've got the external as well, and all my standard games get sent to that to store, and my, obviously, Series X games and that go to my internal hard drive. I'm just wondering whether, like I said, it updated and gave me the updated version on my internal. This might be getting confusing to people. And it left my standard copy on the external, because it tells you, doesn't it, to run this game properly you have to have it on the internal hard drive. So I'm just hoping that's all it was, because at the moment my wheel is working, the game seems to be working, it hasn't frozen yet. I've only got the one copy of the game now, so like I said, some people might not have realised they have two copies if you've got an external hard drive as well. Because I think some people have found the game fine, it's been working fine for them. So I'm just wondering, just putting it out there, could be wrong, could be completely wrong. So, but as far as, like I said, getting the wheel working, I just had it plugged in, so maybe if it won't work on there, and I know I had some comment recently, just go into that options menu down it. Is it options? No, sorry, I keep saying options. It was either options or controls anyway. And then I came out, and the truck just dropped onto the road. So perhaps that might be what your issue is. It might not be that your wheel isn't working, or the game's not working. Why it's doing that, I don't know. I've never had that before. But as you can see, I'm playing it with my G920, and so far, and I'll probably jinx it, it hasn't froze. So we'll just have to see. I said I've started this. I've got to get used to this bloody brake. I know you can get mods for the brake, so you put in the back of it or something, but I've only just got it. I don't want to mess around with that. But yeah, I wouldn't mind as well. I am thinking of getting the gear shift for this as well. I mean, won't use it on this. I tried this wheel on Truck Driver as well. Seemed to work fine on that. Tried it on Snow Runner. Because I play like with the wheel and I use my controller just to look around. Like I said, it seems fine on this, it seems fine on Truck Driver, but on Snow Runner I found there was a bit of a delay, that if I was driving about and then I just wanted to look left or right or something like that, and then try steering again, there was a few seconds delay before the wheel, I'm assuming, like took back over, because obviously you move the controller, the thumbstick on the controller, the game must think, oh, you're using the controller now, but when you stop and you try moving the wheel, it takes a few seconds to switch back. That's the only issue I had. I was playing grid with it because I wanted to mess around with the force feedback and that, which I really did like. But yeah, so far I've been doing this for just over 20 minutes, I think, no, 25 minutes, and nothing's happened yet. As in, it hasn't froze. Like I said, it's nothing to say it won't freeze now. But I just thought I'd put that out there, because I know quite a few people have asked me and how to get this wheel working. Well, I didn't even have the wheel when they asked me the question, so but it seems to be working fine for me, and that's all I did. I had it plugged into the console, turned the console on with the wheel, and then I turned my controller on. Both were working, both were moving the cursor about or whatever, through the apps on the home page on the Xbox. And then when I launched this, the only way I couldn't, like I said, I could get the wheel to work and the controller was to go into that menu where the options or settings or whatever it was there, and then come back out, and it just dropped onto the road, and then everything was working. And I'm at the drop-off point now. Yeah. The only thing I said I don't like too much about this really is because of you can't alter the actual pedals or the brake pedal and that, and the sensitivity or anything. Whereas in Truck Driver you can have a manual gear if you wanted to on a certain truck, and that was I preferred that. But on this, because the pedal is so stiff, to reverse with it it's you're going to snap an ankle. It's that stiff. But right, let's get out and get this done. Here we go, all done. A bit of luck. I don't think there's any damage. No damage, so I got full money for that. Oh, and I got an achievement. 99% veteran, reach level 10. Oh, right, okay. Thank you. Right, so I have got the G920 working. It seemed to work fine, but like I said, not that one. Go into this one here. It was either controls I just went into, and then or options, and it just came back, and it just dropped onto the road, and then it was working. I said add my wheel and everything. I'm using my wheel now actually, and it's making me look around. What if I push? Oh, right. I'm driving. I'm using the accelerator pedal to go forward, and I'm steering to go left and right. That's quite funny. So I didn't realise. Yeah, I am steering myself around with the wheel right now, and I'm outside the vehicle. That's funny. I didn't realise I could do that. Right. Well, anyways, it's working. It has worked for me. Look, there you go. It's still working. Hopefully it will continue on working. But let me know in the comments if you try that and it works for you. Just let me know in the comments. Give the videos a thumbs up. Let me know it's worked. Much appreciated. And leave a comment. Tell me in the comments if it's worked for you. That would be great. But again, if you're new to the channel, don't forget, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Click that notification bell. Give the videos a like and a share. And like I said, leave a comment. I always answer the comments as soon as I can see them. Alright, thanks again for coming along, and I'll see you in another one shortly. So take care. Bye bye.